So this is going to be a quick video showing progress on the JoyCon LED mod kit. So I just want to show how this works. It does have an automatic mode. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. It's totally controllable by holding down the start or minus button and then using one of the face buttons as a modifier button. So let me turn on the auto mode. So I'm taking it out of display mode and putting it into auto mode. So now if I press the power button, Joy-Cons go off automatically. If I hit the home button, it'll turn on automatically as well. I have the option to switch color schemes. It's a little finicky, and that's what this new design is going to be addressing. So I can change color schemes and everything right now. The one thing I don't like is sometimes it's not always consistent about when the lights will turn on and off. I found a way to address that, and that's what this is right here. So I have a Joy-Con kind of wired up Frankenstein style. It's being powered by USB. I've got an AT-Tiny 85, which is what this one's powered by as well, except a smaller variant. I've got a couple other things going on here which are of interest. This is just a breakout board for programming. I found a spot on the board. It's actually 1.8 volts that goes to the analog stick, and by taking that 1.8 volts and putting it through an NPN transistor, I can then use that to trigger the microcontroller on or off. It's a little bit more stable than what I was doing before. I've got a new PCB mocked up. These are the ones that are used right now in the current controllers, and they're okay. They have their issues, and this new one will resolve that as well. So right now, this is working. So just like the other one, where it'll turn on and off automatically. The color changing works. I just have these LEDs for testing purposes. The way this works, and I don't mind sharing the secret or anything. And if someone else wanted to copy this, and I don't really care. We've got the 1.8 volts going out from the analog stick line, which is on the backside, and that's coming over to this NPN transistor through a 10K ohm resistor. And then all that does is it just opens the line up from the external interrupt pin on the AT-Tiny 85, which is INT0. It just opens that pathway up to ground when there's a diode, so there's no backflow of current or anything like that, or injection of current, I should say. And that will pull it to ground, and that will allow this to wake up, assuming the 1.8 volts is coming into this NPN transistor. Beyond that, there's not too much more complicated to this. There's a little bit of finesse to getting the button outputs to the microcontroller. I'm not having those run through anything special. Those are just going straight to the controller. As long as the controller is grounded properly, it's you can actually read the 1.8 volts coming in, and I use an analog read on the microcontroller to handle the button inputs, and that works fairly consistently. So this is what everything's looking like right now. It's a little rough, but I have these new PCBs on the way and some additional components. The soldering will still be kind of technical. So if you are interested in the kit and you have a good micro soldering skills, you'll be able to install this no problem. But if you want to purchase one and you want me to install it, I think I want to be able to offer something at a decent price. I think by far this is the best LED kit for Joy-Cons out there, just because of the different color combinations and that it's all contained within the Joy-Con itself and will have the least amount of impact on battery with the automatic shut-off. This does a lot of power savings. So that's all for now. Stay tuned, and I'll let you know when I have more information on these kits and when you can get one.